right, friends, the time has come for us to do the activity that goes with the How Could You Win Tug-of-war against a bunch of adults. So this is kind of going to be probably a long video, so make sure you have a good chunk of time to get to do this activity. Let's get started.
In today's activity, you're going to make one of these, a little invention we call a hopper popper. Now, when you flatten one out, you can launch it high into the air, like this. See? After you make your hopper popper, you'll measure how high it goes and figure out the forces that make it jump. Are you ready? I'll show you how to make one step by step. Get your supplies. You'll get a rubber band later. When you're done with this step, press the arrow on the right.
All right, friends, go ahead and make sure that you gather these supplies with the cardboard. Make sure it's pretty sturdy cardboard, like a cereal box probably would be a good thickness of cardboard for you to use. All right, pause the video until you have all the stuff, then we can keep going.
Using your ruler, draw diagonal lines between the corners like this, making an X.
All right, go ahead and do it. And pause the video until you're ready to move on.
Put your cardboard rectangle so it covers the Make It box on your handout like this.
All right, that's an easy step. Do it, please.
Using your ruler, draw lines that connect A to A, B to B, and C to C, like this.
If you're having a hard time with the cardboard moving, you can put a little piece of tape on either side of the cardboard to make sure it stays put, and then you'll have to take the tape after. Or you can have someone hold the cardboard while you trace between the lines. Pause the video, do it, and then start it when you're ready to keep going.
In each corner of the cardboard, the lines make a triangle. Cut those triangles out.
Yep, go ahead and do it. If you aren't finding that there are triangles in your cardboard, I would probably start over and try again because this is really important for the design of your hopper popper. And if you don't know those triangles, you'll need to probably try over again.
Using your ruler, run your pencil over the center line a few times. Then fold it in half over your ruler, like this.
All right, go ahead and do it. Pause the video if you need more time.
Get a rubber band. Loop it around the end of the folded cardboard like this. Make sure the rubber band is in the notches and goes around both sides of the rectangle.
Now, you don't want your rubber band to be too tight or too loose. See how Doug's fits just perfectly around it? So if you find your rubber band is too loose, I would switch it out for a different one. And if you find that it's really, really tight, try looking for one a little bit bigger, okay?
Just for fun, draw a quick picture of a jumping animal on your hopper. Make it quick. You only have a minute. Are you ready? Go.
All right, go ahead and draw your hopper popper. You can pick a jumping animal like a cricket or a grasshopper or a frog or a bunny, anything that jumps. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. If you want to spend more time on your animal, then you can pause the video and take as much time as you want. Or you can continue with this video, giving yourself only a minute to draw a quick animal. Either way is fine with me. So I will stare at you for another 30 seconds while you have a chance to draw this animal. Okay, now it just feels awkward. You know what? Pause the video for the next 15 seconds if you want more time. Otherwise, we're moving on.
Find a partner to work with. Decide who will be mission control and who will be the launcher. Don't worry, you'll switch jobs later.
If you don't have anyone else in your house who is willing to do this, you can do it by yourself. You don't need someone else if you don't have them. So don't worry about that.
Place the launch pad on the desk and put on some safety glasses if you have a pair. It's time for a trial run.
All right, put it on the launch pad, get your safety glasses, check, moving on.
Mission control. Grab the sides and pull them apart so that the hopper's flat on the launch pad. Launcher. Hold it down with your ruler. Keep your ruler there and go to the next step where you'll count down and launch.
Now this is easier if you have someone else, but if you don't, you can squish down your cardboard with one hand and then put the ruler on with the other hand. Then you'll be okay. So you can do it by yourself. If you play with it a little bit, you should be able to figure it out just fine. Don't launch it yet. Let's see what happens.
Mission control. In a minute, you're going to count down together, saying 3, 2, 1, blast off, like that. Launcher. When you hear blast off, slide the ruler off the hopper. Okay, are you all ready? Everyone start counting down together. Here we go. 3,
2, 1. Launch! Whoa! Blast off! Oh my gosh, it jumped so high. That was amazing. We gotta do it again and again. It was hilarious. Okay, moving on.
How did you do? It takes practice to release the hopper just right, so try it again. Remember, slide off your ruler. Don't lift it up.
Slide right along the table and twing! Slide, twing! Go ahead and try it a few more times if you want. You can pause the video, get a little extra practice.
Switch jobs and launch 2 more times so that both people get a chance to practice.
All right, we don't have to do this because you're by yourself, but if you want more practice, you can pause the video and keep launching.
Discuss these questions as a group.
Okay, what do you do to flatten the hopper? Or pull on either side. If you put force arrows on this picture, where would you put them? Now, I would probably put the force arrows going this way. I'm going to draw it. Hopefully I can erase it afterwards. So I would put my force arrows going this way. Oh wait, click the arrow to see what we drew. Well, because he's pulling those apart. Now, if you were doing this by yourself, you might have tried to push down from the top. So it could have been a little bit different how you were doing it versus how Doug did it. Let's see what Doug said, though.
Here's what we think. Did you draw anything differently? What do you think about the arrows we drew?
What do you think? Do you agree? If you had someone pull it, then probably we would agree. Or if you pushed it down, maybe that was a different force that you used. It's interesting.
Discuss these questions as a group.
Okay, so how does the rubber band pull on the cardboard when you launch the hopper? If you drew force arrows, where would you put them for the rubber bands? Here's our rubber bands. Where would you put force arrows for those? Think about it for a sec, and then we'll see what Doug had to say about
it. Here's what we drew. Did you draw anything differently? What do you think about the arrows we drew?
Interesting. So the rubber band pulls both sides toward the center, like this. Then, as the sides move in, they push the hopper up and it jumps in the air. So think about if you stretch that elastic band, then it's going to pull the sides back in, which launches the hopper in the air. Pretty interesting.
Now do your High Hop Scorecard. First, you'll see how high it can jump and fill in a chart. Then at the bottom, you'll change your hopper to see if you can make it jump higher. Have fun, stay curious, and see you next mystery.
All right, you guys, go ahead and try out this hopper scorecard. So you get 4 launches, and you can measure it below your shoulders, head high, or over the head. Then you're going to do a little bit of an experiment. How could you change your hopper to make it go even higher? Could you do anything to the cardboard or to the rubber band that might change it? Try your ideas and see if they were successful or if they epically failed, because either way, you probably will learn something from it. And then at the end, based on what you observed, how else would you like to change or improve your hopper? So you can take as much or as little time with this as you want to experiment and see how high your hopper can go. Now, I'd love if you would post a video of your hopper hopping onto Seesaw so we can all see some of the amazing hops that you did. All right, everyone, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this mystery. Next mystery, we're going to do a new experiment with forces and motion. That's all for today. See you guys later.